Going Places by Peter and Paul Reynolds. Rafael had been waiting all year long for the Going Places contest, a chance to build a go-kart, race it, and win. When their teacher announced who would like the first kit, Rafael's hand shot up. The rest of the class watched enviously as Rafael walked back to his seat with a kit. Mrs. Shonda assured them, "Don't worry, you'll all be getting one." And they're exactly alike. The kit came with a set of precise instructions that made Rafael happy. He was very good at following directions. Rafael hammered, glued, nailed, and assembled his kit. His go-kart looked just like the one in the directions. He was feeling quite proud. Rafael wondered how his classmate Maya was doing. She lived right next door. He peered over the fence. "Hey, Maya, you haven't even started." Maya didn't respond. She was so intent on watching the bird in front of her and quickly sketching it that she didn't even notice Rafael. Then she just put down her pencil and stared at the bird dreamily. Rafael shrugged and left her be. The next morning, Rafael checked back in to see how Maya was doing. "Wow, what is that?" he asked. Maya grinned. "You like it?" Rafael responded slowly. "Yeah, extremely cool, but Maya, there's just one little problem. That's not a go-kart." Maya smiled. "Who said it had to be a go-kart?" Rafael was confused. The set of instructions inside the box were for a go-kart. But then again, they didn't say it had to be a go-kart. He looked again at Maya's contraption. After a moment, he grinned. "I get it. Hey, Maya, I really want to win this race. The instructions never said we couldn't team up either." And so they did, working late into the evening. The next day, everyone was gathered for the big race. Each go-kart was a perfect replica of each other. Except one. One of the kids laughed. "Looks like you had trouble with the Going Places instructions. You're going places all right. You're going to lose." Maya and Rafael didn't even have time to respond because the announcer's big, boomy voice called out, "Attention racers, start your engines. 4, 3, 2, 1, a buzzer sounded, and they're off. While all the other go-karts disappeared in a cloud of dust, Maya just sat there in their motionless vehicle. Rafael shouted over the roar of engines and cheering crowds, "Maya, what are we waiting for?" "No worries, Rafael," Maya answered. "Flaps down, throttle up." And now they took off into the air. The other contestants looked up in amazement. Maya and Rafael hovered and then sped past them all. Before long, Maya and Rafael coasted across the finish line to the cheers of the waiting crowd. They kept rolling clear across the race grounds. Maya slammed the brakes, stopping just short of the lake at the edge of the school field. Rafael noticed a startled frog leap from a lily pad and dive into the water. He raised his eyebrows and looked at Maya. She smiled. "Rafael, are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Rafael just nodded.